Hey guys, I just thought I'd come on here and say that I got a message from a couple of brothers and sisters over the weekend, talking about that, what I've come to believe too, that, if a move is in order or whatever our next move is to be, if we aren't supposed to buy this house and stay here, but yet, or if the gentleman obviously is wanting to sell it to someone else and not willing to wait on us. At first I thought, well, it's got to be attack of the enemy, but I really think that it is God's plan. Sometimes he'll definitely close a door, and so even though one hasn't opened like that, we know for sure like what we're going to do. There is a house that we're looking at tomorrow that we got a viewing on, and just if you guys would just pray, to see if that's that the Lord will open the door and make it be known to us if that's what the move is. And I think that he does make things like that clear, to us as well. And that's what I'm going to pray on as well, that we'll know what to do. And that's all I've really heard since I've been praying on this for over a week is, you know, what should I do? Where's our next move? Where should we go? Things like that. And all I did hear was just yesterday morning, and I had heard, um, you'll know what to do. And I mean, indeed, I mean, like, the Lord will make it clear. And I know that, at least, we do, like have the money together, for a security deposit, if that were the place and if we would to be, or if that would be the plan for us. And, I know that there's more money to get together. I know that it's expensive to move and things, but, you all have been faithful to help us. And if anybody feels like that they, that would be great, because at least it afforded us the opportunity to be able to live here for this month, which didn't look possible at first. It looked like that he wanted us booted out in 2 days so he could get his cash buyer in here. Actually, he said 7 days, but whatever. You guys get the point. But just this weekend, a sister of ours had sent me a message, and she had said, she was talking about things like this, like that the Lord knows best, and that's probably why all this is happening, and that she feels that way, and that she felt a need to email me and let me know, and she said many encouraging things, and I appreciate it so much, and yet, what another brother had said was kind of exactly what she had said. He said, I had heard, and I believe he said it was last year, that very soon the Lord would be moving around a bunch of his people, that there would be ones that he would move to certain areas and others he would leave where they are, and them remain protected in these end days. And, whatever God's plan is. And I got to thinking about people that I know that, have made a move recently. My sister was gone for 3 or 4 years out of state, just recently moved back in the last couple of months. Her youngest son had been gone since like 2011 and was living in North Carolina. And 2 weeks before she moved, he got a job all of a sudden here back in Kentucky, in the very same church that they always attended. And he's the praise and worship leader now. And none of this was known to any of them, before a couple of months before it was, right? And, or even quicker than that for some people, like a couple of weeks or a couple of days. And I saw Brother Miko from, Beyond Ether channel has just moved from Montana, is back in Illinois, in his home state. That just happened in the last few days. My husband, one of his older brothers, just moved to North Carolina and had been in Kentucky over 50 years of his life, and moved his whole family. And this was just in the last month or so as well. And my in-laws are putting a for sale sign in their yard because they are getting ready to fix up their house. They've been painting and things like that, and they're going to put it up for sale hopefully next month, because they're going to be making a change too. They don't want the bigger yard and house to take care of, and it is a lot of house for older people, and they're getting on up in their 70s as well. And so it seems to be, logically making sense for some of these people. And for some of the ones who have moved, it was more abrupt than others. And then several people I know, it was because of financial reasons and concerns. And we're talking about someone I know in California, that's also, on this channel, is even thinking about perhaps moving up north. And that was for financial concerns. So guys, there's just a lot of people who have moved recently, and the Lord knows where to place his people, and who knows what those purposes might be. Might be to tell someone else about Jesus before we're out of here. A next door neighbor or something like that, because if most of us have been somewhere for a while, we have let those warnings be known, and most of us have told our neighbors and family and friends. So perhaps this is right before the Lord's appearing, that he's going to, you know, um, kind of shuffle his people around. So I'm going to rest in that, and just pray for me, guys, and I will talk to you really soon.